I'm already kind of regretting the poop storm that is going to envelop the comments under this video. We don't normally get political, but I cannot say the same about the recipient of the gaming PC we are about to build. Hasanabi is a self-described full-blooded socialist, and that is not even close to the most controversial thing about this particular figure. Our goal is to build a PC that truly aligns with Hasanabi's values. I think we nailed it. It's called Big Red. No. Are we gonna acknowledge the irony of a self-described socialist having the kind of swag that you can only achieve through capitalist means? This cooler says, I want to cool your CPU. This cooler says, eliminate all student debt. I mean, why would you need to do something your own way? One way should be good enough for everyone.
Be more like Stalin, be stoic.
Be like Stalin and kill all your advisors.
And Photoshop them out of your pictures with your powerful computer. Also, I don't actually recommend eating rich people. What's our final hardware mod?
Well, you gotta make it lean left. I mean, have you seen the guy's streams? You need to go pretty far.
Okay, we're going far left here. It's the left-leaning PC, get it?
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and it looks like an all-around instant regret type situation, although perhaps this is just works well for both of these people in this particular scenario. I don't know how political Linus Tech Tips really is, or if he understood exactly how spicy this particular situation was going to be and the lead into it. You know, maybe he just made a mistake by wading into the political side of things, but he decided to troll internet multi-millionaire Hasan Capitalism is Amazing Piker, not, you know, the guy that said America deserved 9/11. I mean, obviously we know that. We know the guy says he doesn't do IRL streams because he doesn't make enough money. You know, the guy who is a socialist who bought a $3 million mansion in LA because he just has to live in LA. That guy, you know, who could have foreseen any problems with this? Now, the article, of course, coming from left-leaning esports website Deserto, talking about various things. You know, it's one of those situations where sometimes, like, fans don't know that it might be good-natured, and so they freak out. You see here, Hasan has been expecting a new custom computer from popular YouTuber Linus Tech Tips, but the update he got on his new PC wasn't exactly what he expected. While Hasan was streaming October 15th, Linus mentions there will be a few features for the machine that Hasan wasn't expecting. During the podcast, he talked about what Hasan should expect. There's going to be some inconveniences when Hasan gets it. There's going to be some new stuff that's not the best. I don't know that he has the technical know-how to fix it. For example, every time you boot it up, you get to listen to not just a little bit, but the entirety of the Soviet Union national anthem. And if you try to cancel it, your Windows Explorer will not load, and you have to reboot your computer and sit through it again. Hasan was shocked at the hilarious dig and said, wait, is he serious? That wasn't the only Easter egg Linus managed to pack in. Linus also revealed it's the left-leaning PC. It literally leans to the left. They took two of the feet off and were not shipping Hasan the feet. There's no haha, just kidding, put the feet back on. This is literally a $6,000 computer that's missing 2 feet on the case. Hasan again couldn't believe the massive trolling Linus had pulled on him and shouted, what the F, dude? Now, what's interesting, though, is that there was a lot of backlash because, you know, Hasan, in my opinion, has garbage opinions. I'm sure he would say the same about me from his giant pile of money. But the difference is, you know, Linus, I think, stepped in it here. We can see, you know, the video getting 11,000 downvotes, which is, you know, not obviously what you would normally see on a computer buildup. I actually think that it was more like cringe and like, I mean, it was like not, it wasn't even that big of a deal. Like, they put some weird, like, you know, leftist or Soviet kind of touches on the computer that was, you know, outright fine. He trolled Bernie Sanders. He trolled, Medicare for all. He trolled universal health care. But you never really got like the feeling, call it a revolution. They also had some memes about like communism has never really been tried and all sorts of stuff like that. I am sure that Linus will probably give him all of the stuff back. He's got this like wax mold, and then he's got something on the side, marks and stuff like that. I don't think he meant anything by it, but if you look at the comments, there's a lot of people pretty pissed. Ultimately, hopefully he doesn't, disable the comments for your sanity. I would think that ultimately, communism would never actually try. Got him. I'm not sure if Linus is, I don't know. I don't think that I think this was not really any big deal. Can't wait to see the discourse this triggers. Should have installed Linux, the socialism of operating systems. Yeah, that's actually probably true. Gamergate weirdos are mad. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just, some co-advertising that both of them did. He also set up his CPU to share like something like 90% of its use. I'm not sure that he's actually going to follow through and not help Hasan fix this, but I do think it's pretty funny. One millionaire building a lot of another millionaire a free computer. To me, if you have any problem with it, it was probably the cringe. And then you have obviously the people that just don't like Hasan in general. You see here, Linus deserved. So you see, obviously, this article shared here. Leftist Fortnite gamer gets Twitch banned for saying America deserved what happened to it on the 11th of September. This is not even the most heinous things he said. It's just, I don't know. I don't think that Linus probably, the one time Fortnite fanatic also emphasizes lack of support for all sorts of bad behavior. And, this is how he got popular, saying heinous things. I don't know. USSR themed PC is not funny. My grandfather got robbed of all of his belongings and sent to the gulag. It's the same thing as creating a bad guy from WW2 themed PC. Okay. I mean, I think there are some like legitimate people pissed off. Pretty sure Linus knows his audience well enough to showcase Hasan, an extreme communist light, for comedic purposes. You don't have to agree with his politics, but to hate on the guy without knowing the context is not fair. I don't think Linus deserves any hate here, but I think that there is a legitimate conversation to be had that, he probably waded into waters that, isn't that great. I don't know. I don't like him. Yikes, this is the same thing as making a bad guy from WW2 PC. Yikes, bad moves Linux. I assume there'll be a bad guy from WW2 PC next then. People saying that's not equivalent. I don't know. You could probably argue that it pretty much is equivalent. The famous clip where Hasan just doubles down. I don't know. It was probably just a weird swastika themed PC for Richard Spencer next. Linus, hey Linus, I know they didn't end as many people, so they might not be as cool or whatever, but can we get some parody in the next video? And then this, of course. So, I mean, I think there are like legitimately people who are angry about this. To me, I don't know. I'm not sure. If I were going to build a computer, though, I probably wouldn't have Linus Tech Tips do it. I'd probably have ya boys, American veteran-owned Meta PCs do it. That's just what I would do because I love freedom. Yeah, so check out Meta PCs if you want to buy a new computer at some point. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Meta PCs. Now, I know you're not going to run out and quick buy a brand new computer just because I ran this ad, But what I would hope is that you'll keep Meta PCs in mind for a variety of reasons and use my promo code TheQuartering to save big at checkout. Look, Meta PCs offers custom configurations. It has insane parts availability. They're one of the few people I see out there with the brand new NVIDIA 3090 in stock and shipping. When you buy from them, they offer you build photos as they work along. When you receive your PC, it's ready to go out of the box. It's 100% US-based sales and support. And one of my favorite things, it's a veteran-owned business. Meta PCs is veteran-owned. One of Meta's owners has served in Afghanistan and Iraq and received a Purple Heart for his service. Meta also employs military veterans in the Meta Operations Center and also provides systems to veterans going back to school to help them re-enter the workforce all across the United States. Meta PCs also offers financing. Head on over to MetaPC at metapcs.com. Use code TheQuartering at checkout to save money and support my content. If nothing else, go configure a PC, build a little wish list, and when you're ready, remember to use code TheQuartering at checkout at MetaPCs. I know I'll be getting myself a brand new one before the end of the year. Check out metapcs.com.